But first, to the heart of this story, in Ukraine. Senior correspondent Susan Ormiston is in Kiev and leads our coverage tonight. Susan?
The blame game is in full flight here in Ukraine, with concerns that evidence may disappear or be tampered with, making an investigation ever more difficult.
The remains of lives in heaps of wreckage. A child, a woman, someone working during the flight. Innocent people blown out of the sky and scattered across a rural war zone. Today, villagers in eastern Ukraine told a horrific story. There was a sort of explosion, Nikolai says. Then people started falling from the sky, appearing right from the clouds. There's a body on the asphalt, others in the gardens. The first investigators waded into the site armed with sticks to mark a body or a piece of evidence. Joined by off-duty miners scouring sunflower fields, hiding a gruesome scene, they have a Herculean task. This is disputed territory. The killing zone is wide and critical evidence, the black boxes, are missing. Ukraine alleges pro-Russian separatists took them, accusing them of covering up evidence. They deny it. But OSCE observers, including a Canadian trying to access the site today, were threatened off with warning shots, and tonight spoke of their frustration.
It basically looks like one of the biggest, or the biggest crime scene in the world right now, guarded by a bunch of guys in uniform with heavy firepower who are quite inhospitable.
From Kiev, recrimination.
This is the crime against humanity. All red lines have been already crossed.
But by whom? Ukraine and U.S. intelligence officials believe a Buk anti-aircraft missile system pierced the Malaysian airliner. Both armies, Ukraine and Russia, have the weaponry, but each deny any involvement. Ukraine released video it says shows a missile launcher being spirited towards the Russian border at dawn. Defense experts doubt any militia force could trigger such a system without outside help. All this no comfort to the families of those lost, no closer to reclaiming their remains.
One theory gaining credence here is that this may have been a horrible mistake, that those responsible for shooting down that plane may have believed they had a big Ukrainian military target in their sights, and now may be anxiously covering their tracks. Diana.
Our Susan Ormiston in Kiev tonight.